So, yeah. I probably have never been this close to a Mikote like this ever before. But there's a good reason for that. As you can see, pumpkins are all about, and we have reached that time of the year when Final Fantasy XIV celebrates its own take of Halloween, known as All Saints' Wake. And so, Mathia has dressed for the occasion. He's got his jack-o'-lantern bow tie, and he's all set to go to celebrate with everyone else. And so, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Mathia Griffin back with you for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail Live. So, let's go ahead and switch on over, because it is All Saints' Wake, we do have a custom background for tonight. So, you can see jack-o'-lanterns are about, and so we've actually seen this cat girl before, but it has been many, many years since we last did, because this kitten belongs to a certain group of people who have not shown up here in All Saints' Wake for a while, but this year, they're back. So, let's go ahead and go out of group pose and show that it's actually the next morning. Yeah, crazy how time works, doesn't it? And yeah, she's looking over me. It's like, yeah, you want some of this? I can just tell that you do. Well there, Miss Shady Smuck. We'll have to leave that for maybe a little later. But for now, let's go ahead as we join everyone else here at Miketo's Amphitheater here in Gridania. Let's go ahead and also have Mathia don his fancy jack-o'-lantern adorned hat. And we'll go ahead and march on into the amphitheater as we reunite with the white pumpkin-headed apparition, who usually serves as the foil to a bunch of various nefarious schemes that have been associated with All Saints' Wake over the years, and thanks to their help has been able to assist the Warrior of Light in undermining these nefarious plans. So, yeah, it seems like Drippy here, I guess the Stola brought this thing over from Matoya's Buttocks to say hello as well. So, yeah, why don't you go ahead and say we go ahead and speak with the apparition and take on the level 15 quest for All Saints' Wake 2025, entitled Frights of Fancy. The pumpkin-headed apparition proffers out her hand in invitation. We meet again, adventurer. Enjoying the festivities, I trust? We certainly are. Hey there, Bubba, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. All the saints are away. A well-known theatre troupe has stopped in Gridania to play. They host a grand masquerade in the old manor that they might sate their hunger for merriment. And also thanks there, Bubba, for redeeming 1,400 channel points. You're awesome. Much appreciated. Recall now, my friend, the Continental Circus, for they have returned to revel in the bone-chilling nights of All Saints' Week. Their ghoulish gala is the talk of the town, and knowing the troupe's appetite for mischief as I do, I sense what lies in store. Yeah, we certainly do, don't we? I implore you to view the spectacle for yourself. You need only speak with the genial Kaiser. He shall guide your steps to the haunted manor. Alright. So yeah, that'll be this gentleman over here. Also sports the fancy jack-o'-lantern bow tie, but it's also blindfolded for some reason. Hello there, sir. Come one, come all, to the Continental Circus's Grand Masquerade. Shall I guide you to the festivities, good sir? You certainly can. Yeah, thanks for doing so. It's been a long time since anyone's done that. So, we have seen this place before in a few previous iterations of All Saints' Wake. The Hawk Manor, the level 28 dungeon, decorated in All Saints' Wake various paraphernalia. And amidst all of it is someone who perhaps we wished we had never seen again. The Continental Circus's very own Impresario. Hello there, sir. Yeah, we meet again after all these years. I bid you welcome, dear guest. It is an honor to host you. The overly inquisitive adventurer from seasons past? It has been quite some time. Yeah, and Rika sends her regards too. Not that adventurers are unwelcome, mind. I harbor no ill will against them whatsoever. Now, tell me, what brings you to our manor of happy horrors? Yeah, the masquerade, of course. A suspicious introduction for one who claims to harbor no ill will. Or not scheming up more plans for the Night of Devilry, are you? But yeah, we've known this thing before. That's why I'm crossing my arms. That is not my intention, I assure you. Alas, past experiences have made me rather wary of adventurers, let us say. And so now... Yeah, and also, I think that's a new hat that he's sporting. I don't think I've ever seen him wear that little green hat before. So this is the first for me if this is actually something that's being introduced this year. But I tire of shadowy schemes, and the accusations that often follow. So, I shall lay bare our secret as a gesture of good faith. However, you must swear never to share with others what I reveal. Okay. Though we of the Continental Circus disguise ourselves as mortal men and women, we are in truth a troupe of otherworldly creatures. For some of us, our monstrous costumes are, in fact, our true form. Were my own glamour dispelled, you would see me as I truly am. An imp. Yeah, Rika taught us about that. Not so long ago, our ultimate goal was to drown this realm in blackest night, and usher in a long-coveted legend among my kind. The Night of Devilry, where our leader, the Great God, would rise again and strike terror into the hearts of men. Yeah, it's the Great God, Charlie Brown. Also, hey there, Minuet, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us. But, as a few Void-sent compatriots have recently taught us, there lies a reward even sweeter than mortal fear. One that fills our hearts and satiates our souls. Gratitude. One taste, they said, and we would be unable to deny the fulfillment it brought us. Thus, the circus abandoned its malevolent ambitions to pursue honeyed words of appreciation instead. When glorious autumn twilight reigns supreme across this realm, mortal and void-sent must join hands in harmony and cross to their heart's content. In doing so, all shall know unforgettable thrills and chills beyond comprehension. Our masquerade is proof of this desire. Listen well, and you too shall hear our guests cry out in splendor. Oh no. Please make it stop! Yeah, are you sure that's splendor, sir? Yeah, and even he's confused. Yeah, poor little girl's running off. And so is another child as well. Yeah, sir, what have you been doing? Why, that's not splendorous at all. Please, you must believe me. We have no intention of affrighting our guests, at least not like this. Everyone swore a solemn oath to entertain. How has it come to this? I don't know. Yeah, I'm still not convinced that your intent, sir. So now what are you gonna do? Oh, you needn't glare those daggers at me. I haven't the foggiest as to what has transpired. But perhaps you might use your skills of inquiry to our benefits. I beseech you, adventurer. Survey the manor and discover what has brought our patrons such distress, starting with the second floor. I shall remain here to oversee affairs. Once you have identified the cause of this chaos, you must inform me with all due haste. Should foul rumors begin to spread, I fear the Adventurers Guild's suspicions will soon follow. Alright. And you may now use mounts within the Haunted Manor. So yeah, Minuet kind of spoiling it a little, but yeah, this is something you can legit do now, and it's actually being demonstrated for us by this young lady. But yeah, now that we have got the suitable Halloween mount that I want, the first one that I ever showed off. Yeah, can you believe that it's now been 10 years since I introduced Rika to all of you by riding this thing? The flying broom with the cat on the end of the handle, and also a jack-o'-lantern dangling to kind of serve as a headlight. Yeah, hard to believe that's been 10 years now since I introduced all of you to Rika. But shall we be on our way and find out what that's going on? Starting up here in what would have been Lady Amandine's chambers with this mucose mummer. Silence! Silence, I say! You must go away! Where we go, chaos and devilry follow! Remain here and in chaos you shall wallow! This performer is too absorbed in their mischief to listen to what you have to say. Is this what's known as method acting? Meanwhile, there's someone else that we can talk to that's over here. Yeah. 99.9% of people will never see this chamber. And if we find a petrified patron. Hungry puddings down the hall? On zombie justice down the stairs? They didn't tell me this masquerade would have me running for my life. Well, isn't that what All Saints Wake is supposed to be about? So, now we gotta double back and head on downstairs. Yeah, it's 10, alright. And yeah, you can run around freely in here too. Very much a benefit. As we find a magic pot from the labyrinth of the ancients. Give me an elixir! No elixir? Then no treats for you! This performer is too absorbed in the mischief to listen to what you have to say. Meanwhile, a short trek north. And we'll find, a confused child, among other things. Excuse me, sir. Have you seen any elixirs around here? That creature in the pot won't stop asking for one, but they cost more than my allowance can afford. Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen how much they cost on the market board? Now we gotta go this way. Go around the corner. And then around through a few more. Actually, I took a wrong turn. Yeah, I did that the first time when I was test running this event. Earlier today. Let's go ahead and speak with the skittish acrobats. Next I could gouge out some eyeballs. Maybe even gobble up a few fresh organs while I'm at it. Yeah, this performer is so absorbed in his machinations that he hasn't noticed you. Yeah, meanwhile there's chaos going on. Which I guess is in tune with the theme. Yeah, we gotta go back to the main entrance and let the Impresario know what's going on. The intrepid adventurer returns. How fared the others? Well... Despite our newfound mission, we do still take great pleasure in mortal fits of fright. I suspect that they have forgotten themselves and prioritize their own enjoyment over that of our guests. I do empathize with their plight, as they have yet to cause any lasting harm. Mayhap it will be best to indulge them this once, and allow them their fun. yeah, I'm crossing my arms again. I jest, of course. We cannot allow my brethren's antics to go unchecked, but if they will not listen to the reprimands of a kindly adventurer, I can hardly imagine they would heed mine. So what do we do?
Oh, at an impasse, are we? Return to me, child, and I shall offer my aid.
Is something amiss? It seems the Impresario cannot hear the voice of the pumpkin-headed apparition, but you sense it would be wise to hear her advice and return to Gridania. Yeah, don't worry, sir. I'll be right back. So as the day progresses here in Gridania, let's go ahead and speak with the apparition.
You are returned. The children of the circus are a fascinating bunch, are they not? Their antics never fail to amuse me. But while their intentions are pure, we must calm those who have lost themselves in feats of fear. I believe I can conjure something that will do just that. I shall begin the preparations. For your part, I would ask you to procure a few necessary ingredients. I require All Saints cookies and a decorative pumpkin. The shady smoke over yonder is like to have a few cookies to spare. As for the pumpkin, the botanist skill possesses a pumpkin patch for our needs. Seek out the great lone gold keep, he will be happy to oblige you.
I have no doubt he will. Yeah, we gotta go to the cat girl who we were standing next to earlier.
So sorry, dearie. We're not selling anything at the moment. Here on behalf of the Pumpkinhead, you say?
Indeed.
Well, if it's for her, I suppose I can make an exception. But you best keep it a secret from our other guests. There you go. 1 bag of freshly baked All Saints cookies. Send the Pumpkinhead my regards, won't you?
And also, you may have noticed why she's bent over all the time if you're looking a little lower. Yeah, kinda stands out, doesn't it? And so, yeah, cover yourself, quickly. Alright, let's go over to the Botanist Guild, where we will find the gourd keep they were mentioning. Hello there, sir. In need of a decorative pumpkin, are you? Well, you're in luck. I've got a plumpin' round one right here, freshly carved no less. We at the Botanist Guild take great pride in our pumpkins and are glad to share them with one and all. They make for sweet treats and charming decorations this time of year. I do hope you'll make good use of yours. Well, thank you very much. And don't worry, it's for the right reasons. Alright, to the amphitheater. So we'll head on back to the apparition, and we'll see what she can do with this stuff. We're back.
Have you gathered the ingredients?
Indeed. Here you are.
Excellent, excellent! These will make for a most magnificent result. Now I shall concoct a creation that will strike terror into the hearts of naughty children who have forgotten their purpose, and joy into the hearts of weeping mortals.
Well, can't wait to see what you come up with. So, we'll take 1,440 experience points and 334 gil for completing this first quest. And of course, since these days most seasonal quests come in pairs, let's move ahead on to speak with the apparition again and take on the second quest for this edition of All Saints Wake at level 15, entitled Dressed to Impresario. The pumpkin-headed apparition appears ready to put her plans into action.
Now, let us put an end to the Continental Circus's cruel tricks, shall we? With the materials you have gathered, I shall prepare the solution you require. But all good things take time. I suggest you return to the manor and inform the Impresario of our plan. All shall be made clear soon enough.
Alright. Before we do, though... Alright, let's head on over. Speak with the geyser again. I'm told that there's a situation occurring at our masquerade, but I have faith that you will solve it. Shall I guide you to the manor? You may. So upon our return... Welcome back. I regret to report that circumstances remain unchanged here in the manor. Have you any new ideas to share? Well, I do have this for you. Concocted a creation, you say? Of what kind? We're about to find out. Oh, hello there, sir. Apologies for the wait. My master proudly presents a ghoulish gift for our dear Impresario. Yeah, why is everyone wearing a bow tie after we're all blindfold as well? Yeah, hello there. My word! This doll is the spitting image of me! Indeed it is. 'Tis no ordinary doll, I assure you. You may operate it by riding atop of its head. And that's not all. Take control and you shall have a bevy of illusory spells at your disposal. These illusory spells are based on the materials our adventurer friend so kindly provided us. Delectable delights for the worthy, and a haunting trick for those undeserving of treats. I see. A solution to mollify both parties. And so now, might I leave the operation of this magicked doll to you, adventurer? In this mortal glamour, I doubt I'd be able to maneuver it as well as you. Okay. Once you've shown them the error of their ways, order them to return to me and I shall re-educate them on the parts they must play here. Our guests also deserve recompense for their prior treatment. I ask that you send them to me as well, that I may offer them sweets and apology. I cannot bear to end their All Saints Week on a dour note. Alright. So your plans are made, yes? Then I shall return to my master. I wish you happy frightening and delighting. And so away he goes, and in comes this thing. Alright, speak with the Impresario once more before departure. Well then, I suppose all that's left for you to do is to operate this mechanical me. I suggest you begin by marching it right up to the second floor and calming the commotion above. And remember, my fellow performers show events to return with the pumpkin's trick. I ask they reserve the treats for guests. We mustn't give them more undue fright. Should you find yourself separated from our pumpkin friend, simply return to me and you may hop on its head once more. Now then, off you go. Yeah. Here's what I look like while riding this thing. Yeah, it looks like I'm trying to ride a horse. Except the horse is a pumpkin that's placed on top of a human body. Anyway, let's make use of this. And my tail is unusually stationary. So yeah, we have to use two certain abilities. The Trickster's Treat and the Treater's Trick. So the trick has to be used on the Continental Circus. So let's go ahead and use this on the mummer. No! 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 Impresario! No, I've been good all this time! It's not what you think! I've done no crime! Oh dear, the Impresario isn't happy with us? Then I'll hurry to him lest I cause further fuss! Well, you're certainly quite a wordsmith, sir. Now let's go ahead and use this elsewhere. Yeah. Being higher up also gives you perspective on how much mist is in this place. Yeah, let's come to the aid of the petrified patron. Throw them with a treat. Which for some reason also includes candy canes. Yeah, I know that there are actually some people who are already sadistic enough to be starting to put out Christmas content, but yeah, now even Square Enix is doing it. What? What more could you possibly... Magic candy? Was that your doing? They're offering cookies and candy as an apology, you say? Course I deserve a treat after all this. I'll be on my way then. Alright then. Let's head on back downstairs. Yeah, obviously people are still going to be coming in for the first time and using mounts other than what we're currently on. So through mini boss room number 1, and we'll give the magic pot what for.
Oh no! The Impresario's magics! Gone already? No more magics for me. What? He summons us to the foyer? Yes! Yes! Then to the Impresario I shall go!
Wouldn't put it past them. Yeah. We're, as far as seasons are concerned and season events, we're definitely getting out of hand with how quickly on the gun we're jumping things. Yeah, let's help out the confused child here by throwing them random candy canes.
It's raining candy? Oh, there it goes. They're giving away free treats? Hooray! Then I'll march right up to that Impresario and tell him to give me candy.
Yeah, with a little spring in the step, no less. Alright, let's go. Yeah, the way things are going, it would not surprise me if that eventually did happen. Snaking our way through the chicane of rooms and getting down to over here. To the skittish acrobat, and we gotta throw him some tricks from some pumpkins. Oh! What the hell was that for? Strange. It felt as though the Impresario was slapping me across the head. But it did not hurt. Has he conjured up some new illusion? You're saying he's summoning the whole troop to the front of the manor for a talking to? Now that you mention it, I have been a bit overzealous about frightening our clientele. I'll hurry back right away. Yeah, you do that. I guess some people don't have mounts yet and they're just walking around. Yeah, level 19, you wouldn't have a mount at this time. If that's a brand new file, there's no way they would have a mount at that level. So, let's go and speak with the Impresario. After we dismount first. And so now... I owe you a great debt, adventurer. With your raid, I was able to give these members of the troop a good scolding. While a few frights are necessary to amplify the delights we provide, we must never allow the former to overshadow the latter. It is our solemn duty to provide the small folk with a memorable All Saints Week experience. We felt the very same, Impresario. For even though the adventurers always came for us, though we knew what it was like to be punished and scared of years past, we lost ourselves, striking fear into the hearts of those who didn't deserve it. Chaos is good for us, but not for them. We must bring smiles to their faces again.
Here, here. Less chaos, more treats and smiles.
Yeah, let's go. Let's enjoy All Saints Wake hand in hand, because undue chaos shall be promptly punished. But not by me. Yeah, we're all in agreement? Indeed, and we shall do our part with a performance worthy of the season. And the Impresario can't help but applaud. Alright, my fellow thespians, it's time we greeted our guests with good cheer. Return to your places and give them all the masquerade they deserve. Wow, that's a big mouth on that pudding. Meanwhile, with that settled, I believe I should be able to handle the troop from here on out. I cannot thank you enough for your assistance, adventurer. And before I forget, is the one who crafted that mechanical masterpiece an acquaintance of yours? If at all possible, I'd like to express my thanks to them as well. Alright. A woman sporting a white pumpkin head? That sounds awfully like the legendary Great God who would command the Void-Sent forces on the Night of Devilry. Really? But I jest. Legends are precisely that. Tall tales and no more. Allow me that joke at least. Awkward look. In any event, you mentioned she awaited your return at Miketo's amphitheater, did you not? Pray allow me to join you. I should very much like to meet this pumpkin-headed acquaintance of yours. Alright. Yeah, let's head on back outside and let the apparition know. So, nighttime has come back, so let's speak with the Impresario to complete the quest. And go right back to cutscene. Yeah. Look her up and down there, sir. Is this what you were expecting? So this is the one you spoke of. She does exude a legendary sort of aura. If you were to tell me she was the great god, I'd certainly believe it. But of course, that's simply not possible. Yeah, she can't help but chuckle.
That all's well, that ends well, I see. Was my clockwork creation of assistance?
Indeed it was. My brethren have remembered their duty to entertain, and I dare say our guests shall be all the merrier for it.
That is well. I trust you will continue to give this city's mortal residents an exhilarating All Saints Week experience. Trust me, it's lots of fun in the manor. Let's all go!
Yeah, I guess there's some who are wanting to take their chances.
You sure? Those scary monsters don't eat me up? They might give you a bit of a fright, but it's all in good fun. They're giving away lots of treats, too. Well, if you say so, but you'll have to promise you'll stay with us the whole time.
Yeah, apprehension's still there.
Of course! I wouldn't leave you two behind. Come on then, let's go!
So, yeah. Next up to the manor. Yes, all is well. Those children's smiles are proof of it. How strange. I feel as though I'm truly enjoying All Saints Wake for the first time. It's rather refreshing, actually. Yeah, who would have guessed we would hear him say that after all these years? I shall continue to put forth my best effort that the Continental Circus's name might be known in every corner of the realm. But, for the present, my duties call me to the manor. Thus do I ask of you, adventurer, to spread word of our deeds, and speak of us fondly in your travels. That clockwork creature you possess is a reflection of myself and of my troop as well. Use it with pride, and perhaps others will want to know more of us in so doing.
A sound plan. Yours is the face of the Continental Circus, after all.
Yeah, leave it to me as long as your mischief-making days are over. Yeah, you basically went from 14 to 20, trying your luck to no avail. Then you had the clowns come in for a few years, and they didn't do much better. One day, perhaps tales of my troop will overshadow even those of the Great Goal. But until then, I shall continue my work to convey to the realm that all the Wake can offer. Haha! Now then, 'tis time I returned. As you well know, I cannot leave those scoundrels without their ringleader for too long. We shall be performing at the manor for the remainder of the season. Should you wish to join in our festivities, you are welcome to visit us as often as you please.
In that case, I too shall open my haunted home to you, adventurer. Join me in my gardens if you dare. Simply speak with my servant, and he shall guide you to my abode. You may wish to entertain yourself for as long as you wish.
The season of devilry and revelry lingers yet, and we shall thrive upon it. May you carouse to your heart's content this All Saints Week. And with that, we'll complete the quest, take our 1,440 experience points, 334 gil, plus we get to keep our very own mount known as the Ambulario. Yeah, take a bow, sir. You've earned it after all this time. And the lady in white will depart as well. You now have access to Sneaky Hollow. Speak with the unusual usher at Miketo's amphitheater to be escorted to the costume party. Furthermore, the Shady Smock and her associates are now open for business. And we also earned the achievement, The Void is back in town. Yeah, now that we've done all that, let's go ahead and make our way over to the Smock again. Because yeah, she's got the goods this time around, including the Feastful Old Saints Wake advertisement, which we will buy one of. And of course we have the magic prism that turns your head into a giant pumpkin for a few seconds. Yeah, I think we'll definitely make use of this, so... Of course we also got to get the Ambulario. Now we can lay claim to that, so... Yeah, let's go ahead and put this in my house for now. Yeah, so many of these things. So here's the Ambulario. Designed in the fiendish likeness of the Impresario, the leader of the Continental Circus, this automaton incorporates an enchantment which allows it to weave festive glamours. Its head also produces a satisfying sonorous bonk when struck, for more mundane sort of amusements. Yeah, why don't we have a look at that? So yeah, of course it will be showing off the various things it could do before. So, got the treat right here. Still trying to figure out why candy canes are a part of it. And of course, dropping Janica lanterns wherever it wants to.